First things first, let me put that FBI warning on the screen. Like I said, it's in the Slime We Trust news. We back in the house. Mr. One Shot, One Take. How's everybody doing today? God bless, God bless. Give it a few seconds. Let all the slimes get in attendance before we stop. I know this YouTube, tends to take a few minutes. So Mama Teresa, back in the headlines. I don't think she's left. First things first, though. Throw that FBI Act 107 on the screen. Fair use. That one's for my haters. Like I said, any audio problems, let me know, guys. What's going on, Angela? Exactly, Angela. We're going to get into all that. So, alright, let's get into it. So, I'm starting to think, honestly, she might be, respectfully batshit crazy. Or, PTSD mixed in with losing a child. That could have a lot of effects. But I think it's a lot deeper, like I said in my last video, than what people are saying. Like, she ran out of money. I doubt she's doing this because, she ran out of her money already. It's been, a couple years? 3 million? Doubt it. But, already I see a lot of people mentioning, she's going crazy. Maybe since she started to speak out, and we're gonna get into this thing after this letter that she's making to the courts. But what's going on, Angela? But I see people saying that she's crazy and all that, and now that they're doing this to her, that's what I meant to say, because she said she's gonna come out and expose everybody that they might have allegedly drugged her or something like that. Now I'm starting to think about that, and I'm looking at her her Facebook, and everybody knows this that's been on her Facebook. She's been doing this for like the last 6-7 days now. She's been tweeting and commenting every hour. They can't be drugging her up at that many times. Am I right or wrong? And I also want to say, ever since day one, 2017, Mama T has never really been transparent in her words, in her comments. She's always been respectfully all over the place, kind of, when she talks. She's never really transparent. You know what I'm saying? Granted, we never see her running down the street allegedly butt naked or doing anything that crazy. So, it could be, they on her ass now that she's trying to expose them. This is what I'm thinking. If they're on her ass now because she's trying to expose the higher ups, so they're putting out every little thing she does, and before they wasn't doing it, which I find kind of hard to believe because the public's always going to put out the public information. But, exactly, them drugs. But if she was drugged up by them that night or whatever for some type of reason, she happened to drink the wrong drink or something happened, why is she still embarrassing herself in her messages? And this ain't once or twice. Look it's every 30 minutes. She's replying something crazy every 30 minutes that makes no sense about nothing, and that's what we're gonna go through. Look, 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago. And this goes all the way up to 13 hours, where she goes and she writes this proposal for the federal whistleblower action and civil rights, which we'll get into it. But now, why would you, 13 hours after you just ran down the street, allegedly naked, now you're gonna write this letter to the courts? That's a little, you know what I mean? It don't make no sense to me, really. I don't know what's going on with her. Who knows how to repair locks? There's a couple videos I pulled when she made this one 5 hours ago. Like I said, every half an hour she's been dropping something. That tells me what? Has she been up? Is she not sleeping? Also, I want to say I've seen people with PTSD lose people, get in a dark hole corner, and go to use drugs to numb the pain, like I was saying in my last video, allegedly. Or if you already done drugs before, then you got a crazy chance of relapsing after something like that happens. And then you get all this lump sum of cash. That makes a lot more sense to me. But I'm not saying that's what it is. Hear this video she made 5 hours ago.
Hey lads, how y'all feeling? I'm so goddamn tired of hearing. With all due respect, we give all honors to the Most High. But this my goddamn time right here. This my goddamn page. If y'all don't like what the fuck going on with y'all sorry asses, I ain't heard from half you bitches in 10 years. Keep on calling my motherfucking mama with that shit, and she bugging my motherfucking ear. Y'all just made me tell my mama, fuck her, and I love my mama. So with y'all miserable ass, stop calling with y'all sad ass.
Wait a minute. So let's all say, all right, she got drugged the other day, and it caused her to run down the street butt naked. What the hell is causing her to say this? You know what I'm saying? What the hell caused her to spit at the camera yesterday? You know what I mean? We can't keep saying that they drugging her up. And she's been doing this, to be honest, since day one, not being transparent with us. Right? Throwing out shit that don't make no sense. But what is she talking about? You made me say F my mother, and listen to this. She says some crazy shit.
Y'all sad ass want no motherfucking way around when I needed a bitch to give me a hug. Now leave me the fuck alone. I got bipolar, this is a learning experience. Don't push a bitch to the motherfucking limits, goddammit. Don't put a bitch, a black motherfucking woman that prayed for 100 kids in a room with a daughter named Kenneka and make that bitch plead. And then when you tell your lawyer, that bitch tell you they put never in capital letters. Never, so he said nothing about my daughter. Bitch, I'm ready for my papers.
Exactly. She's off something. And let me tell you something. The area she's in, allegedly, not to say, she's a bad person, there's a lot of drugs in the west side of Chicago. The west side of Chicago is known for, making money more than the south side of Chicago, the east side of Chicago. So they known for having a little bit of everything out there. So let's just say that. But imagine having PTSD already. Yes, you're going to have extreme mood swings, happy, sad. Then on top of that, you lost your child. Alright? Now they just gave you all this money. So now you're trying to numb the pain. Now the liquor, you mixing it with other drugs allegedly, they call liquor spirits for a reason. It brings the spirits out of you. You'll go black out and start saying all bunch of crazy shit and not even remember the next day. Am I right or wrong? I don't know. I think it's deeper.
Hey, lads, how y'all feeling? I'm so goddamn tired of
I don't even understand what she's talking about. Listen towards the end. She talks something about her mother.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
she's talking about herself.
We give all honors to the Most High. But this my goddamn time right here. This my goddamn page.
Volume
If y'all
good.
don't like what the fuck going on with y'all sorry asses. I ain't heard from half you bitches in 10 years. Keep on calling my motherfucking mama with that shit, and she bugging my motherfucking ear. Y'all just made me tell my mama, fuck her, and I love my mama. So with y'all miserable ass, stop calling with y'all sad ass, cause y'all sad ass want no motherfucking word around when I need a bitch to give me a hug. Now leave me the fuck alone. I got bipolar, this is learning experience. Don't push a bitch to the motherfucking limits, goddammit. Don't put a bitch, a black motherfucking woman that prayed for 100 kids in a room with a daughter named Kenneka and make that bitch bleed.
It sounds like she's talking about what Rosemont did to her.
Kids in a room with a
Don't put me in a room about a girl named Kenneka. Listen.
I got bipolar, this is learning experience. Don't push a bitch to the motherfucking limits, goddammit. Don't put a bitch, a black motherfucking woman that prayed for 100 kids in a room with a daughter named Kenneka and make that bitch bleed. And then when you tell your lawyer, that bitch tell you they put never in capital letters. Never, so you say nothing about my daughter. Bitch, I'm ready for my papers.
I was trying to find out what she said at the end, and I can't understand it. Something about capsules and letters or some shit. She tells her lawyer, and her lawyer says something about, I don't know what she's saying, capsules and letters. But just like that video where she was spitting all over the place, going crazy. So this is her page. I'm just going to show y'all a few of the things she's posted since she's made this, whistleblower proposal. Since she allegedly ran the streets butt naked. Like, what a time to make a proposal, right? You just got going viral for that, and now you're gonna make the proposal? It blows my mind. And then she's over here posting. It's like somebody with bipolar, or somebody that's, 3 hours ago, she goes from, now she's posting Yo Gotti videos, rap videos. You were just talking about the blood of Jesus to posting Yo Gotti videos. Some people are saying that too. What she's doing could be engagement. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the subscription, y'all. I just actually put on all the chat open to everybody. I didn't notice it wasn't open, but the chat's open now. All ads are down. We only accepting tips, and y'all can sub for free if you want to help us get our subs up. We giving out rewards to random people that subscribed. Look at the stuff she's posting, guys. 3 hours ago. Look, this is all in the same hour, guys. 3 hours. 3 hours. 3 hours. 3 hours. Some people in her comments saying could be for attention. I'm like, alright, for attention? Why would she just do it now? She would have been doing it for the last, 8 years, right? But she has been kind of active. But never like this, guys. Look, now it's 4 hours. She's going to post 100 posts. Watch, we're going to watch them. It's a bunch of pastors. Crazy. Wait till we get to the proposal, y'all. What's going on, Pac-Man? I see you. Look, she done posted at least 100 posts within the last 24 hours. And people are still, amen. I hope you got my messages on Messenger. Sending love and peace your way. I don't know how Facebook works. Not saying that she's doing this. If it's like Twitter and it goes on engagement, you posted post and people gotta reply to it, engage, and that's how you get money. But that's pennies. That can't be nothing because that's pennies compared to what she just got. She just got millions of dollars. She's not worried about this. Right or wrong, guys? This is Kenneka Jenkins' mom, Teresa Martin. She just settled the lawsuit for, you know, what, 10 million? She got 3.5 out of it. So she can't be worrying about Facebook pennies. I doubt it. What I'm thinking is that stress might be getting to her. And she might be, you know, I don't know, getting high. Google it. Go ask Grok or something. Look, bro, then she just posts this.
I'm so goddamn tired of hearing. With all due respect.
It's the shit we heard. We also know that she used to like to drink back in the day, right? She partied, had a few parties, she drank. I seen some comments I don't really like to say because it's a little disrespectful. Some people used to call her a smoker and stuff. I don't know if that's true or not. Cannot confirm it. But let me tell you, you know, I got friends, a lot of friends who mothers are like that. And when shit starts to hit the fan, that's when they end up relapsing. And something traumatic happens. So look at this, guys. I wanted to show y'all this before we go and read this proposal. So did you guys ever know Erykah Badu also ran around naked? And Teresa Martin posted it 5 hours ago on her Facebook. So you click it, it brings you right to YouTube, and it's a video about Erykah Badu and like
She shot it, but what she does in it, CBS News correspondent Don Teague reports.
It's the scene of a tragic moment in American history. The site where John F. Kennedy
this is the
was
link Teresa posted.
years ago. But now, Dealey Plaza in Dallas is also a backdrop for a bizarre and some say offensive party.
Look what happens, guys.
With shocked locals.
That was a little weird, no, gang? Some people said that was Chicago too. I don't know how true that is. But you see how she just got popped afterwards? So she took off her clothes, but she did this for creative art in a music video. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why Teresa Martin is posting what she did and comparing it to this. I don't understand. And it's also weird she never addressed it and said what happened. So look, if I go to Teresa Martin's link right here, this is all she posted 6 hours ago. It's Erykah Badu, and she just posted the video.
Most happy. But this my
Click it, and then it just brings you right to the story. We don't want to take none of this music or nothing. But yeah, she just took her clothes off, guys, and just started walking down the street. And then she gets, you know, hit at the end, shot. A little weird. Yeah, that's crazy, no? Since, you know, Teresa Martin just did the same thing a couple days ago. But I don't think that had nothing to do with what Erykah Badu was doing. Like I said, that could be another symptom of getting high on something respectfully. And when people get high, their body feels like it's on fire. I said this in my last video. And I'm not talking about cannabis and nothing. I'm talking about the hard stuff. your body feels like it's on fire, and that's why you see a lot of people, if y'all watch Cops, they strip naked, they get naked and they start running down the street. That's what the like stuff like dip does, they call it, you know what I'm saying? PCP. Shit y'all don't want to go nowhere near. We do not condone drugs. But what do y'all think about that? Somebody having a lot of money, Hollywood type money, once in her lifetime, indulging in some of that because it's around in the area, and then running down the street. But let's not also forget, y'all heard the Nas X story? How you remember when he was running down the street and they caught him naked? I'm going to a party. Allegedly, they're saying that he passed the drug test when the cops came for, like indecency or whatever, exposure. They arrested him, took him to the hospital. He passed the drug test. So people are saying they don't know if Hollywood was trying, or the higher ups trying to make him look bad. What the hell the case was. She's posting all types of crazy stuff. A man who cannot rule his own body cannot hold a crown, kingdom, family, or God's favor. Me. And she's like in her mode, a jam. It's like she gets in a good mood. Maybe she's listening to music right now. She's cleaning the house. Who knows? Maybe she's listening to the music. She's on her computer. She's feeling good. She's posting music videos. That's the vibe I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? If you're depressed and you lost somebody, no offense, but if that's the mood you're in, you're not going to be posting music videos on your Facebook, are you? Yo Gotti and stuff like that. Everybody's different, but... Oh, we didn't even read the thing yet, guys. I'm sorry about that. Let's go read this thing. So another weird thing I thought she started posting recently before we go read this proposal for the whistleblower is, look, she shared this 8 hours ago. She's just sharing random memories. Oh, well, I guess this happened December 11th, but this one didn't. June 21st. Me and mine's J for K family. She shared this one 8 hours ago. She just sharing random pictures. Oh, this was it then. Alright, Larry, let's go read that thing. Sorry guys, I forgot all about it. Y'all ready? So here's the proposal, y'all. Yep, I still believe everything I said from the beginning. The people in the hotel was not her friends, allegedly, and this is what I believe, my opinion. And they the ones that sold her out or gave her away to the higher up people, the ones that wanted her. So look at Teresa Martin's latest post, y'all. So this was just 15 hours ago from right now. So this was just like probably a day right after she just ran down the street butt naked. So if everybody was saying that, they drugged her allegedly because she was about to expose them and all that stuff, why is she still, like I said previously, why is she still tweeting out stuff that don't make sense, posting stuff that don't make sense? Stuff like this that was 5 hours ago. She posted this right before she posted this proposal for a federal whistleblower.
Well, I would do respect. We give all others to the Most High. But this my goddamn time right here. This my goddamn page. If y'all don't like what the fuck going on with y'all sorry asses, I ain't heard from half you bitches in 10 years. Keep on calling my motherfucking mama with that shit, and she bugging my motherfucking ear. Y'all just made me tell my mama, fuck her, and I love my mama.
Why is she saying keep on keep
with
on
y'all-
calling my mama with that stuff. I don't get it.
Mama. So what y'all keep on calling my motherfucking mama with that shit, and she bugging my motherfucking ear. Y'all just made me tell my mama, fuck her, and I love my mama. So what y'all men's boy ass, stop calling with y'all sad ass, cause y'all sad ass want no motherfucking word around when I needed a bitch to give me a hug. Now leave me the fuck alone. I got bipolar, this is a learning experience. Don't push a bitch to the motherfucking limits, goddammit. Don't put a bitch, a black motherfucking woman that prayed for 100 kids in a room with a daughter named Kenneka and make that bitch plead. And then when you tell your lawyer, that bitch tell you they put never in capital letters. Never, so he said nothing about my daughter. Bitch, I'm ready for my baby.
They put lemons in capsules or something, maybe? I don't know. But let's read this, y'all. Her proposal for a federal whistleblower. After she just did all that, she did this after she sobered up a little bit. Now, I also want to say, somebody, guys, who's that crazy and that much bipolar and all that, and she looks like she's burnt out, respectfully, how is she able to write this unless she had somebody write it for her? But we're gonna read this, right? She's showing herself blocking people and all that for them, like saying she needs help. And proposal for federal whistleblower action in civil rights lawsuit. Allegedly. Plaintiff Teresa Martin. Defendants Chicago Police Department and Rosemont Police Department and other agencies to be identified. Other agencies, that could be the 3-letter agencies, you know, the CIA, the FBI, the introduction. Now this is, she's actually now speaking on crazy things, putting this out there like that. Like, watch when you read this. Introduction. In the mighty and holy name of Jesus, I, Teresa Martin, mother of Kenneka Jenkins, respectfully submit this proposal as the foundation for a federal civil rights lawsuit and a whistleblower complaint. I bring this forward not only for myself, but for every parent, every child, and every family who has ever been silenced, misled, or manipulated by those sworn to protect us. For years, I have been... Look, now let's see if this sounds like what's been going on with her. For years, let's see if she's like dead serious in this letter or she's just ranting like always. For years, I have carried humiliation, deception, pain, and injustice placed on me by the Chicago Police Department, the Rosemont Police Department, and the individuals who inserted themselves into my tragedy under false pretenses. My spirit is no longer silent. This proposal declares that I am coming forward as a whistleblower of the United States of America. Now this shit's insane, y'all. After we just had people come out as whistleblowers under to Congress for the UFOs and all that. So this is actually a thing now, people coming out as whistleblowers and exposing these like rogue agencies operating without the president's knowledge and stuff, you know what I mean? So this shit's insane that she's doing this. But how can a lady who was just running down the street butt naked, ask yourself this, chat, a lady running down the street butt naked 48 hours ago, 24 hours ago, now writing something like this? I don't think she's as slow, allegedly, that we all think she is. You know what I'm saying? And also I'm thinking, like, if you just wrote something so good like this, like Teresa Martin, like this is on point right here, this letter. All your grammar is spelled proper, everything's written correctly, using big words, you're not saying but God and all that stuff. But then you go make yourself look like a fool because you just did 100 tweets after this. They're gonna look at all that after and be like, look, she just did all this. Like, why would you do that to yourself? I don't understand. Statements of claims. Mishandling. Now, this is her claim. Statement of claims. Mishandling, negligence, and misconduct by Chicago police. So she's saying that the Chicago police was mishandling something. Maybe the cameras at Rosemont, the evidence, negligence, and misconduct. And maybe trying to hide stuff up. I assert that CPD knowingly allowed individuals, look, she brings Andrew Holmes into it, including Andrew Holmes, to present themselves as credible representatives. So for those who don't know who Andrew Holmes was, he was somebody who came as like a black activist in the beginning, somebody that speaks for the public and says he's seen Kenneka walking to the fridge, and then there's no camera of Kenneka walking in the fridge. It did not exist. And he said, I seen with my own two eyes, Kenneka walked in the fridge. And then the whole public, we all wanted to see it. All us YouTubers were like, let's see it. And then they dropped that footage where it shows her walking towards the fridge but never going inside. So everybody's like, wait, this don't sit right with us. And this is why everybody got attached to this case. So with that being said, for some reason, Andrew Holmes was trying to make this look like an accident. He seen her walk into the fridge. Same thing Mother Teresa's lawyer was trying to do, an accident. They closed the lock at the end of the thing. She walked in there. Nah, this shit was no accident. This Rose, allegedly, the Rosemont Police Department, and I also remember after they talking about her being frozen now. You remember they said Kenneka was frozen and Mama T couldn't see Kenneka till like 24 hours after? Since when the hell in a case your kid come up missing and something happens to him and then like you can't see her because she's frozen? What? Now I'm thinking about that. I'm like, wait, that don't sound right. Like, oh, your daughter's missing. We just found her in the freezer in the hotel that you told us to check, but you can't see her because she's frozen. Something ain't right. But the Rosemont Police Department delivered inconsistent. Look, she's dead on about what she's saying. This is the most like transparent Mother Teresa has ever been. Contradictory explanations about my daughter's condition and death. First, I was told my daughter was frozen. Yeah, she was told that. Then moments later, Andrew Holmes went on national television, yes he did, speaking on behalf of police agencies and ridiculing and undermining me, the grieving mother, making me appear confused, unstable, or untruthful. She's going in on this letter, no chat? Thank you, miss. I see you, Miss Misha Corbin. Long time no see. What's going on, Kim? Shout out everybody tuned in. Thank y'all everybody supporting the slime world. The slime gang, I appreciate it. We back in here like swimwear. Hit that subscribe button. We ad free for the rest of the year. Y'all enjoy it. Grab y'all coffee, grab y'all smokes, and relax. So this is Mama T's letter, her proposal for federal whistleblower action in civil rights. She writes something as serious as this though, and as point as this, and then puts out 100 tweets after this of nonsense, which makes no sense to me. So where was we at? So this was not an error. Okay, this was coordination. This was deception. Ooh, she's getting deep on that ass. I don't know if this is cap. This is the realest I heard Mama T talking, and I could feel it. But then I still don't know why she goes and do these other antics, running down the street naked, allegedly. You know what I mean? Saying all this stuff about your mom that passed, or, you know, the dad, like all this crazy stuff. But it allegedly could be drugs, too. She's at a low state in her life. She got PTSD, which makes it even worse, getting high to numb the pain. Does that sound too far off? And I'm not saying this is what it is. I'm just putting that out there. So the Rosemont Police Department, wait, where was we at? Oh, right here. I asserted that CPD knowingly allowed individuals, including Andrew Holmes, about his, alright, so to present themselves as credible representatives, intermediates, or advocates, despite long-standing concerns about his conduct and credibility. Instead of protecting me, they opened the door to manipulation, using my grief as stage while failing to safeguard the truth. Oh, shoot. Misconduct, negligence, and misinformation. Oh, now she's talking about the Rosemont Police. So before was the Chicago Police, all those stuff she listed. Now she's talking about the Rosemont Police. So this is what the Rosemont Police did to her. What the hell happened? Come on, I try to make the stick smaller. They did this. So now she's writing to the Rosemont Police. Ready? So as you see first, her statement of claims was to the Chicago Police. Now she's going to do the Rosemont Police. Let me see. See, Chicago Police Department. We read that. So number 2, misconduct, negligence, and misinformation by Rosemont Police Department. Chat, do you think the Rosemont Police Department did what she's saying? Negligence, misconduct, and misinformation? I do. Allegedly, they lied, they misinformation, they asses off. But this letter is so well put together, you would never think it'd be somebody like that's making all these tweets that I just showed y'all. That's making all those videos I just showed y'all. That just was running down the street butt naked. And then if we're gonna use everybody else's answer, what's going on, Panda? We're gonna use everybody else's answer. Okay, she was drugged up by the higher ups because she was about to expose them. Okay, so what about the next day? She just posted out like 150 posts. Is she drugged up again by them? You know what I'm saying? What about when she spit at the camera a couple days ago? They drugged her up then too? Maybe they not the ones drugging her up, respectfully. What do you think about that, Panda? But look at, we read in this letter Mama T just wrote, proposal for federal whistleblower action and civil rights lawsuit, allegedly. Now, she just did this 15 hours ago. I don't know if it's the best time. You going viral for running down the street like Erykah Badu.
Scam tourists.
But let's read it. So she wrote what she wants to sue the Chicago Police Department for, which looks pretty credible. Which is misconduct, negligence, and misinformation by Rosemont Police Department. The Rosemont Police Department delivered inconsistent, contradictory explanations about my daughter's condition and death. That is true. First, I was told my daughter was frozen. Alright. Then, moments later, Andrew Holmes went on national television speaking on behalf of police agencies. Alright, we read that. The grieving mother. Right here. A news anchor publicly stated that Andrew Holmes was a righteous man. So this righteous man said he seen Kenneka walk into the fridge and it was 100% lie. Right or wrong, chat? Leading the entire nation to trust him. Oh, good setup. While ignoring and downplaying the information showing otherwise. The media framing, oh shoot, look it. Discredited my voice, manipulated the public, and strategically protected individuals aligned with police interests. I believe that. The role of Andrew Holmes. Oh, she's going in on this. A key witness and source of misrepresentation. I request that Andrew Holmes be named as a key witness in this case. Look what she said, Panda. Not because he is innocent, not because he's trustworthy, but because he inserted himself into my grief. He spoke on behalf of law enforcement, misrepresented details of my daughter's death. He 100% allegedly did this too. And discredit me on national stage. Woo! Creating confusion, humiliation, and emotional damage. She's going in on this letter. She ain't talking that but God stuff. And I was just saying how this kind of aligns with how Mama T always been since 2017. She's never really transparent with us. She never really gets to the point. She's always beating around the bush. Right? I always question why does she always say but God, and it really never makes sense. So, you know what I mean? It's not like anything out the ordinary. It's just a little bit more to an extremer extent. Like I said, maybe that $3 million is like when you give these kids in Hollywood, depressed, PTSD, kids from Chicago, a lump sum of money. What do? They go pop perks. They go buy lean. That's the first thing they do. But this letter, I gotta say, it's written proper. But why do you follow that by running down the street butt naked? Tweeting all this stuff, you know? But anyways, let's go. Look at this, it gets even deeper. So, creating confusion, humiliation, and emotional damage. His actions were instrumental, and therefore he must be central to uncovering the truth. You know what she says kind of sounds like I said, is the most realest shit I ever heard her say. Because Andrew Holmes seems like the oddest ball out the whole case. Like, he did come out of nowhere right when the case started. Lied about seeing video of her walking in the fridge when you don't see her walk into that fridge. You know what I mean? Like, where'd they even find this guy? Who is this guy? So she's speaking on some real shit. And she says, look, his actions were instrumental, and therefore he must be central to uncovering the truth. Okay. So if he goes under court and he testifies, he's under oath. He cannot lie. So look what she says right here, guys. Number 5. She's listing all of them. Failure of government agencies to protect families. Grounds for whistleblower action. She did her homework, chat. I am coming forward as a whistleblower against Chicago Police Department. 1. Rosemont Police Department. 2. You know what's crazy? Because Chicago Police Department, they're known to be crooked. Rosemont, they're known to be crooked. Allegedly. She said Chicago Public Schools regarding systematic failures affecting youths and families. He's crazy with that one. Local and national news agencies. Any U.S. government officials or entities that knowingly use fraudulent intermediaries or concealed evidence. Damn. I am exposing a system that allowed my family to be deceived, protected individuals with questionable histories, and weaponized media and misinformation to silence a grieving mother. Now remember, guys, this was just posted 15 hours ago. So this ain't like a week old, a few days old. So she just exposed these guys. Like I said, I don't know why she would run down the street butt naked, allegedly. You hear all her, well, the people you want to call supporters or her neighbors saying, this is not how you get justice, this is not how you do it. You know what I mean? Telling her it's not a good look. And then you're going to write this the next day? I don't know what's going on. But it's something I'm like, I gotta point out. So she says, questions demanding answers. She's still going. I am demanding answers to questions no agency has ever addressed. Who sent Andrew Holmes? How did he gain inside access to police information? Wow, that's good questions. How did he see the cameras before everybody? And who did send him? Why was he trusted over the child's own mother? Oh, shit. Where was his contradictions ignored and protected? Oh, why was his contradictions ignored and protected? Why were the initial claims about my daughter's condition changed? Like I said, I don't even think that fridge was on, to be honest. And that's why it was so dirty in there. Because I think if that fridge was on cold, and it would have been more decontaminated, you know what I mean? It wouldn't have been as dirty. I don't even think that fridge was on, to be honest. Why was I treated like the enemy when I was the victim? This lawsuit seeks to bring every hidden hand into light. Damages and harm suffered. I have endured emotional trauma, public humiliation, character defamation, loss of trust in law enforcement, continued psychological distress. What if she's... Guys, what about this, y'all? She's making her point to the judge that because they caused all this to her, this emotional distress, these psychotic episodes, it got her running down the street butt naked. It got her tweeting all these crazy things and having episodes. And now that can sound more lined up and on page. I have, you know what I mean? Like going with her case. Like if her lawyer puts this all in one big case, okay, we're going to put this letter you wrote. Then we're going to put you just running down the street butt naked, having an episode a couple days prior. You know what I mean? Allegedly, who knows? Allegedly, maybe she could say they're the ones that caused all this to me. What do y'all think about that, chat? But something's up, y'all, because look at every minute to the hour, like she's not even sleeping. Look at her mama she's talking about now, 6 days ago. Mama, I don't know why she said mama with a dog, the middle finger, and some honey. I love you so much, 1025. Oh, let's go back to that letter. We finished it, alright. Look at all these posts, y'all. Heavy, hey y'all. They said allegedly I am bipolar. This is the best, happiest bipolar ever. So what, you just got diagnosed with bipolar now too or something? Warning, if ain't never got beat with the Holy Ghost, not to run up on me. Alright. Why is she posting this? They lied to you. These people are not your family.
The family you was born into is not your real family. In fact, we have two families, a physical family and a spiritual family. You ever ask yourself why you and your family don't get along? If you start a business, they don't want to support you. If you need their help.
I don't ask. My family supports me the most. If I'm locked up in jail, if I'm in the hospital bed and I turn my head, the only person that's going to be there is my family. And she should be the same way with her family. I don't know what she posted over here. What's going on, Panda? How you doing today? I know exactly. She has been doing crazy stuff since day one, but she hasn't been this extreme with it, like I was saying early. Look, and she's showing herself blocking people and everything. Look, she just randomly posted herself blocking people. Like, can't do the music, but these old people talking about her running down the street and stuff. She's what this lady said. Go to sleep. At this point, all these dumb posts are just attention. I can only imagine why your family haven't intervened. Oh, shit. Leave Mama T alone. If you don't like it, then stay off her page. Hope you don't know what it feels like to lose a child. So that's why she turned to drugs. K2 at that. I'm not gonna know. Let me say something respectfully. I'm not going to say that's what she's on, but that's crazy because I got a story where one of my friends that smoked K2 for the first time and took off his clothes and started running around butt naked outside in the cold. Now, K2, synthetic cannabis. The first time I smoked it, I was about to call the ambulance. I thought my heart was going to stop. I took one hit out the bong. What's going on, Alex? In a long time no see, my kick friend. Oh, I hope everything's well on your surgery, bro. God bless. I haven't been too active on that platform. So, I don't know if this is somebody in the neighborhood. It's probably just like somebody following her and just assuming that's what she's on. You know what I'm saying? But Carla, you go to sleep. Me, Teresa, not bothering nobody. Shake my hand.
See, these people ain't doing no witchcraft on you. See, these people are forming militias and mobbing you.
I don't know if the music's bad. So, yeah, So why would she write that, Panda? After all this, you know what I mean? And after she just ran down the street, allegedly butt naked. Does that make any sense? Like, that's not a time for you to come out as a whistleblower, you know what I mean? For example, like the people that did come out as whistleblowers recently, that made it's a big story about the UFOs and stuff, David Grush, whatever his name is, and all that. These guys had their backgrounds checked, every post they ever made, everything they ever did, and it came back squeaky clean. So I just don't understand why she would act like that. Wait, hold on, where is it? It's near the 13-hour mark. Right here it is. Look what she said. Can someone please help me out with a lawsuit, please? Justice for Kenneka in the mighty name of Jesus. Hallelujah. Jesus, 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 Jesus. What the heck? Something's up. With the bipolar, allegedly, too, like I said, she can get extremely happy and extremely sad. So you mix that with some substances that also get your like serotonin pumping and stuff. It makes you happy. Now you're extremely, extremely happy. You know what I'm saying? You're bouncing off the walls. And the only reason why I keep saying this is because you losing a child, something traumatic like that can force you in that direction of using drugs. I'm 10 years sober. You know what I mean? Trauma like that. You know what I mean? PTSD. Those are the most people that turn to drugs. People with those problems. You know what I'm saying? And she just got that lump sum of money. That's the biggest reason. She's never had money before. Here's $3 million. They probably want her to go crazy and do something like that too. You know what I mean? Here, go spend it on what you want. What's going on? Together we break chains. How you doing? We just reading this letter Mama T wrote. Check this out. Proposal for federal whistleblower action in civil rights lawsuit. Plaintiff Teresa Martin, defendants Chicago Police Department, Rosemont Police Department, and other agencies to be identified. Key witness requested, Andrew Holmes. You know what's crazy? That's a crazy key witness too to be requested. Because like I said earlier, if they bring that man on the stand, Andrew Holmes, even though they're not on each other's side, he can't lie under oath. So if they ask him, who sent you here? He has to say, hey, I was sent by these secret 3-letter, agency to come say she walked in the fridge or whatever. Some bull like that. That's why she's saying that. Alright, I gotta add you on there. Subscribe to me. I gotta subscribe back. Let me see, what's it called? I see it. I'm surprised you didn't pop up on the screen from subscribing. Alright, I gotta subscribe to you too. I gotta wait till I get off. Wait, hold on, I think I subscribed now. Oh, nope, I just subscribed. Alright. I'm surprised that you didn't pop up on the alerts for subscribing. That's weird. Oh, maybe you subscribed like before. Yeah, because we still at 1179. So I was looking at her pictures, guys. Y'all remember, they did say Mama T used to like to party, drink allegedly with her daughter back then, who wasn't really a drinker. But I'm sure Lenora probably drunk a little. So I'm looking at these pictures. I'm wondering, who's this? This gotta be what? Lenora? And her 2 sons. Remember she had another son named Andre in jail? We never knew about that dude, Andre, but now I know. She said she had another dude named Andre. Nice. Thank you. Together we break chains. I can see I gave you a wrench. So I was thinking, this is Lenora right here. Where's Kenneka? Lenora, right? Lenora, I don't even know if that's them. Yeah, 8 years ago. This is 8 years ago she posted this. I remember somebody said in the comments too, people that smokes like to use a lot of makeup because they want to cover up their face and stuff. I heard that about 8 years ago, and that always stuck with me. So she posted this right when Kenneka went, when this happened to Kenneka. And is this even Kenneka or is that Lenora? Because she's the oldest. See all the makeup she got on right there, guys? She getting litty. So imagine somebody who is like a recovering addict. Just allegedly, I'm not saying this is her. Somebody who's recovering and they got PTSD. They just lose their child. They win $3 million. Never had money before. Of course they're going to relapse. You know what I mean? Even somebody who probably isn't recovering and they just in that dark space. Especially when you in Chicago and that's all that's around you. That's the ghetto. I don't know why she didn't take that $3 million, go to California near the beach. Something positive. She's still in the same neighborhood. The same slums. Like, that gotta be depressing. But That's all for today, guys. We're gonna leave this at an hour even. I was gonna go live off my phone, try that vertical stuff, but I couldn't bring this whole thing up in one in the background. That whole post she wrote to the proposal for Whistleblower. Yup, she could have did, and that $3 million, you should be set for life. As old as she is, you know what I mean. That should be a nice house you could pass down to your kids. You know, a couple cars. $3 million's a lot, and that's after you pay taxes and everybody off. Now that makes me think this is deeper than, you know, her wasting the money already. I don't think she wasted the money already because there's nothing to waste it on. She don't have no houses. She's still in the same area. I seen them buying a lot of clothes and Jordans. But what about if her drug use rampaged up? What's going on, MJ? How you doing, buddy? Because now she got more money, a lump sum of $3 million, but her head's all messed up. That's the only thing I can think of to what's going on. Thank you, Misha. I appreciate it. I'm a little rusty. I haven't been, this is like my 4th live back on YouTube, pretty much this year, so I'm a little rusty, still getting used to the buttons and stuff. Look, she's reposting all this stuff. She's just posting anything. Today, the day I had my babies, this was Lenora's post. So Lenora had her baby's birthday party, December 11th, 2021, which was 4 years ago exact, and she put J for K on the cake, which was pretty nice.
Look that. Period.
You know it. That's a nice cake right there.
And these motherfuckers say put J4K on my cake.
Oh, so this might be something
Don't play with me too much.
This might be something we first see that the money could have went towards. Did they even get the money in 2021, or was it after that? Look, she bought a Fortnite cake, which ain't crazy expensive, but it's a nice cake. And she put J for K on it. Baby's all decked out, new shoes, new pants. I wonder if this was before or after the money chat. J for K on the hats. I like that. LA, that must mean something. She got them boys dripped up. See, now Lenora looks like a mom with her head on right, you know what I mean? She might drink a little bit because she's still young. She might like to, you know, have fun with her friends. But I get the feeling Mama T, you know, might be the same way, but she's older, but she wants to live like she's young. You know what I mean? Because that's why in the beginning we heard stories about her partying with the kids, partying with the neighborhood. Look, she looks good in this picture, I'm not gonna lie. No, y'all, this is a good picture right here. She looks good in this picture. She's smiling. Somebody said he literally has his dad's whole face. Yeah, she looks good. But like I said, somebody first said, and I never forgot this 8 years ago, that the makeup thing, that they know smoke is, allegedly and respectfully, I'm not saying this is what she's doing, that they know smoke is that like to put on makeup because they like to cover the, you know, the flaws in their face and stuff. So a lot of smokers tend to put on like too much makeup. And she's been like that since day one. Kenneka's family. Oops. Can't put that music on. There we go. Happy birthday. That tree should be packed with gifts. All that bread, yeah, it messes up your skin. So that's why they're gonna put on, you know, the shit that makes you glow, the shit that covers up your blemishes and stuff. And they deep in it. Let's see when she got this money, actually, guys. So that's the thing I want to see. Do y'all guys know the exact date she got it? So this is it right here. She got 6.4 million. But I heard she only got 3.3 after taxes and probably the lawyer paid off and stuff. You know what's crazy? Everything she was posting was like December 11th too. This article is December 12th. All those pictures we just seen was on December 11th. Ain't that a little weird? I know, exactly. That's why some people are saying she ran out of money. I don't believe she's doing all this because she ran out of money. I think it's deeper than that. You're not going to be posting music videos and ranting and running down the street naked because you ran out of money. Probably do the opposite. When you look at people that got money, what they doing? Nigga Nas, Lil Nas X, the same shit. So when she get it, I'm assuming around December 12th, 2023. Jenkins' mother, Teresa Martin, will get more than 3.7 million, while two other relatives will get 1.5 million and 1.2 million. Huh? I didn't know that. The settlement totals 10 million, with more than 3.5 million going to the family's attorneys, more than 6,000 going towards her funeral costs. See, look, this is why they didn't have her funeral or buy the tombstone until the settlement came. 6,000 going to her funeral costs. So they want all those millions and only put 6,000 to funeral costs into this headstone. More than 6.4 million to be split between Jenkins' mother and two other relatives who they redacted their names. I wonder who those two other relatives are. Or maybe, why would anybody else get it besides the mother? Right? The two sides originally had sought to keep the terms of the settlement sealed. Wow. So look at Teresa Martin fought to keep the settlement sealed, so we wouldn't even know that she won the money. But a judge denied it. That's kind of sneaky, huh? Exactly. That's what I was just saying, chat. Why would two other relatives get money? Only thing I can think is if they were there or they were hurt or something. Like, the only thing that pain and suffered or anything happened was the mother that lost her kid. Right or wrong? That makes no sense to me. So she got 3.7 million, but she really got 6 million. But the others went to her family. Two other relatives will get 1.5 million and 1.2 million. That's a lot. So two other relatives get half of what she got. She got 3.5 million. On relatives getting 1.5. That's like half. No, her dad passed away and has money put away for her, I heard. Remember? In the beginning, they said the dad passed away and put money away for her when she graduated school and stuff. the two sides originally had sought to keep the terms of the settlement sealed. So yeah, when you have a case, when people tell or something like that, they try to seal the case so nobody can go back and look at the documents. Some reason she wanted it sealed, but the judge denied that. And even the other side wanted it too. Martin's lawsuit had sought $50 million in damages, so she wanted 50, but she didn't get that. The circumstances surrounding Jenkins' death generated controversy with friends and family members questioning whether foul play had occurred and whether police mishandled the case. Now I'm wondering who else got money, like what family members, right? We gotta find out. See right here, Jenkins' death rolled in accident. Just like Andrew Holmes tried to say, she walked in the fridge. Just like her lawyer tried to say, oh, they put on the lock by mistake. Nah, it wasn't no accident. So damn, the news said, now that's not no chump change. You gave two other people $1,500,000. Like, the only people that should get that is her mother and her father. So, I don't know. That's very weird and questionable. And for them not to list it's even out more questionable. You know what I mean? Who else got paid in Kenneka Jenkins' case? Relatives. Yes, Kenneka Jenkins' family, priorly her mother, Teresa Martin, received a significant settlement, see $6 million in their lawsuit against the hotel, with at least two other relatives also receiving substantial portions, over $1 million each, following her. You know what I'm thinking of, kind of? With the funds distributed among immediate family members who received the money. It won't say two other relatives received over $1 million. I'm thinking, what if Kenneka was adopted? No. I don't think they would give it to her brother and sister. If it's because their brother and sister didn't sue, the mother sued, right? So it don't make sense for them to get it. What if she was adopted? That's why I was just trying to show y'all pictures of she's going back 8 years and all we see is one girl and two boys. I'm thinking Kenny. She said she had a boy named Andre and then Lenora, right? Where's Kenneka at? When she's the only Martin? So these are the pictures, guys. 8 years ago. Here's Kenneka. Okay, who's this right here? That's what I'm saying. The only person I'm thinking they could give it to is another guardian, if she was adopted or something. Right? Yeah, they did. They tried to seal the whole settlement, but the judge denied. Who's this? This girl must be something to her. Very weird. That's what I gotta say. Very weird. Was there more people taking pictures of taking care of Kenneka than Teresa? Okay, why is it just Lenora in this picture? Shouldn't there be two girls? One younger and one older? She got some Jordans on too, just like Kenneka. I don't know, y'all. You guys notice how we just found that out, right? And you notice they never brought that to the light, how she got 6 million and 3 was to her and the other was to people in her family, you know what I mean? So that means she had 3 million and then her family also had 1 million apiece to spend. That's a lot of damn money around. And y'all guys all in that same one shack house in freaking Anna Street in Chicago. That's insane. I hope not. That's what makes me think too, like somebody that's stuck in that environment, stuck in that way. Why wouldn't you want to get out that ghetto, that environment? So look, she agrees to 10. I wonder who got the money, huh? Look at this, guys. Kenneka Jenkins' mom took a $3.7 million settlement and signed an NDA to never speak of her child's death again. But after 7 years, she said she no longer gonna be silent. Some are saying the money ran out, doubt it, and that no amount of money would make them never speak of their child's death again. She's in trouble, y'all. Because not only could she be crossing the wrong people, the higher-ups, but if you signed an NDA, that's courtroom advice. You could go to jail for breaking that. You know what I'm saying? You can be charged. Judge can easily, you know what I mean? And not to mention, now you a threat to the people who wanted you to sign that NDA. Jeez, this shit is getting deep. If she wants to start speaking out, tell us who's the other 2 family members. I doubt it's Kenny, like her sister and brother when he's in jail, right? He's been in jail the last couple years. And nobody else said thank you or anything else or spoke about getting any money neither. Which is also a red flag. So, what do you think about this, Panda and Chains? Mama T posted this on her Facebook. Erykah Badu, who in her music video took her clothes off and ran down the street naked. I guess she thinks she's Erykah Badu. She on that. She on that Erykah Badu. You feel me? That's what I think it is. So I'm going to get out of here, guys. Nice live. Thanks to everybody that supported, that came in. So you know how they said allegedly, like Kenneka was cold, hypothermia, she took her clothes off, which I don't believe. She unzipped her pants because she was cold, took one shoe off. Just like if you do, like, dip, like, embalming fluid, allegedly. Don't do drugs, kids. Your body feels on fire and you take off your clothes just like you would in that way. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying it could be deeper to Mama T having all these episodes than, you know, these people trying to expose her. That could be it too. That could be, they could be pushing most of this stuff out there, but she making the decisions, because how many times can they get you? You know what I'm saying? You've been tweeting non-stop every hour to the minute. You know what I'm saying? I know. Now she's playing with the judge. Like, you signed the NDA in front of the judge. You break it, the judge can put you in jail. Then you can pay back most of that money that you received, because to get that money, the agreement was you had to not mention your child's death. Now, what do you think they wanted you to do that reason for? Because there's probably something bigger behind it. Alright, we're going to give you this money, but you can never mention what happened to your child again. Does that even make sense? Who signs an NDA after they win a lawsuit? Alright, but you can't talk about your child anymore. I never heard that in my life. That's how you know something fishy's going on. And she wasn't even probably supposed to speak on that. And then to find out 2 other relatives got $1 million? Who could get $1 million? I don't think she had a will that young. And it's not a will because that's, a lawsuit money. I don't know. It just don't add up. She adopted. What? But I'm going to do some more investigation. We're going to see what happens in the next couple of days because I'm sure she's not going to stop. She's on fire right now. Y'all go check her on Facebook if y'all want. Google Teresa Martin Facebook. Y'all see she's posting every 2 minutes something. Like I said, is it the engagement, the monetization? I doubt it. Like I said, she just got paid. Her family got paid off. Could it be the substances? Possible. With the bipolar mix, extremely happy at times, then you extremely down at times, then you're posting it when you're extremely down, I hate my life, then when you're extremely happy, let me run outside. You know what I mean? What Rick James used to say is a hell of a drug. Respectfully, though, justice for Kenneka. God bless Mama T. I hope she gets her mind right. You know what I mean? But I'm out of here, y'all. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for the support. Hit that like button. We're going up on the subs. Like I said, as soon as we get to about 30,000, 20,000, I'm going to start handing out cash giveaways on live to random people that are subbed to the channel. But other than that, we signing out at 7 o'clock already. Hour and 20 minutes. Let's lock that in. Make sure y'all turn your notifications on, gang. We're going to be going live every day, dropping content every day. Y'all already know what it is in the Slime We Trust news. The Slime World Money Gang. We back.